Hello everybody, this is Alex from Hardcorian Guides bringing you my Wario World no damage run. About said guide again, I'm so used to that. Anyway, today we're finishing off the final boss of Wario World, which is the Black Jewel. And also this is an unskippable intro cutscene. You have to watch this every single time, and even if you do take damage and you want to leave from the level, you can't leave the level. You unfortunately get sent back to the title screen. So technically, it saves me trouble, but I wish I could just leave the level and then come back. But technically, the world doesn't exist anymore, so it makes a lot of sense. So I'm not exactly the best or even the fastest at fighting this guy, but here are my general tips and advice. So you can actually outrun the fire lasers, but for me, it's personally just really weird to kind of try to outmaneuver them most of the time. So I just say screw it. If he gets too far ahead, I don't even try taking the attempt. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to go in one particular direction at all times. And if he starts to try to shoot in that direction, you could just turn the other direction and try to make him shoot that way instead, so that we don't get enclosed off. He has two different types of attacks that he can do when you're enclosed. And you saw that the fire homing attacks that he did, or like the little fireballs, he does them way more often than he does the, I don't know what you call it, the slam attack, where like, you know, the slam strikes come down. But yeah, just, you know, see how I'm basically trying to like maneuver his lasers and make him shoot lasers in where I want him to be at, because I think he normally attacks where you are or going to. It's really weird and obscure. I don't know exactly the best way to explain it, but if he's got you ensnared like this, just stand in like the complete middle. And then once he's about to strike with a laser, then you run. And then you just basically just avoid most of that fire. I would also recommend not going underneath him, because I think you can still take damage. So, and I did this in a good couple of attempts. I'd say like maybe like 10. Maybe even more than that. I don't remember exactly. But this fight is relatively long too, because like it's like 8 different hits. But funny enough, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure if this is actually true or not, but I think it was like in the Japanese version of this game, he gets like a different attack or like different phase completely to make it even harder in that version of this game, but I'm not fully aware. I've never actually seen it. I just know it from, you know, word of mouth type thing, so it's beyond me. But yeah, I got unlucky there, and he essentially, the fire from the left side disappeared. And I didn't want to go left. I didn't want to turn all the way around and just make, you know, matters worse. But yeah, as you see with the fire, they do actually form somewhat of a ring. At first, I thought they actually homed in on you, but then eventually I just figured out, you know, from just that alone, like, oh wait, they don't really. I mean, they kind of just go in a complete circle, and relatively easy to avoid when you know that. So, yep. I missed that little guy there. Oh well. Also, without running the fire laser, usually staying on the edge of the map helps, but do be careful though, because you can actually fall off the edge and you will take damage. So that sucks, and you don't want that. But yeah, if you watch literally probably anybody else, they're probably speeding through this like, you know, a maniac, and it's like, I mean, you know, that's impressive, of course. I'm like, nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, like, I can't do that because I'm stupid as hell. I'm just so bad, and I'm not optimized to be able to do this crap. And I didn't get to do this fight enough, thankfully, to the point where I just, you know, broke its back and just essentially just said, screw it, alright, I'll beat it, you know, completely. Is there a black bar on the left side? I don't even know. I don't even care. Whatever, just let it be. I think there's how many crystal guys are here? Also, these are usually based on the ones that you've saved or not, so, which is, I think that's kind of cool. There's like, what, 6 you have to free every time or something crap? I'm not even really sure. I don't even know how much there are in every level anyway. I think there's like 5 or 6. So that might be like, what, 40 maybe? Yeah, it's times 8. I don't know. I'm not. You guys hear me yawning. I spent all day with this crap. And I'm editing and recording commentary for the last 4 of these batch renders and uploads, and it's gonna be, oh my god. Oh, it's not gonna be done tonight. I'll tell you that. That's for sure. But yeah, this goes on for a good while. It's the same. It's the same song and dance every health bar. So I really don't know what else to tell you. I mean, besides hopefully being able to outrun most of the fire, which his laser attacks never really get anywhere, I would say, harder. They're just so weird and obscure that I don't really know the best way to help with it. But yeah, here's his slam attack thing I was talking about earlier. It's simple enough. Once again, nothing too crazy. So sorry about all the constant yawning. This might actually be a shorter than normal video for those types of things. Hang on, I'm getting tired of this crap. I'll deal with that later. If I ever do, I don't know. I don't like go online on this computer anymore because it's pointless. I basically just transfer all these videos from my new computer because it records way better, and then I transfer it on here, and then do all that other commentary crap on here, and then retransfer them back over to my new computer and upload it from there. So yeah, I know. Why not just get another LAN cable? I don't know. I just don't feel like it. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, I'm about to get a little unprofessional here. I'm about to go turd monkey here, but I'm tempted just to just kick back in my chair and just lay back and stuff and just let this thing roll. But I gotta be a little more professional. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I just spent all day on this, so forgive me for being incredibly tired. I don't know if the sound of my voice being exhausted is just enough, but it took me an entire week to beat this entire game. No damage, so I don't know what to tell you. And besides, that's the final hit, and then we're gonna get to see the funny haha dance. So I left that in. I didn't leave in the entire credit scene. I actually ended up getting pretty much F or E rank or whatever. Basically, trashed ass rank. If you guys are curious about the ranks, it's kind of like Luigi's Mansion, but you can go check them out. I'm sure they're on YouTube, so I don't know. I was thinking about it'd be kind of funny if I just took a screenshot of it and just used that as the ending screenshot, which by the way, I have no idea what the ending screenshot's gonna be, so yeah, beats the heck out of me. Sorry about chair noises, my back freaking hurts right now. Which actually I should probably just reposition here. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, so yeah, there's the funny haha. I don't only feed what, 2 of them at the game? I mean, one of them, I think you can't skip one. I don't know, guys. I'm so sorry about being so freaking tired, but it's just, you gotta understand that this was hell. This was almost a damn nightmare. So just to cut to the chase, difficulty wise, I'd say about a 7 out of 10. By the way, when I'm ranking difficulties, they're completely subjective. Trust me, this game is only as hard as you really make it on no damage. But the reason why I'm giving a 7 out of 10 is because to me that's the highest above average. Because once you hit 8, 9, and 10, those are the actually hard games. 8 out of 10 usually being it's hard, but there are a lot of cool strats and things that just at least make it a tad bit easier, as in Ninja Gaiden, for example, with items and then wall exploits and just all that other fun cheesy stuff on counterattacks and what have you. And then once we get into the 9 and 10s, those are the real monsters. Those are the absolute bargain of just crap, that kind of thing. And I'm usually kind of basing these difficulties off of average-ish players. If an average player was to go into this and they were I wonder how hard this game could possibly be, and I was oh, it's 7 out of 10. So I mean, yeah, that sounds high, but it's not on my scale. It's not really the highest. So I just want to keep that in mind. If you want a better way of thinking about it, think about it times 10, it's like, oh, it's a 70 out of 100 in terms of difficulty. Like, it's a really damn good difficulty, not like a C. So if that makes it any better, yeah, if alphabet grade makes it any better, then yeah, it's about like a basic C level difficulty, because there are levels in here that are just, and it's not even like the levels are hard. It's just the absolute bullshit that you get hit with that's hard. It's the no damage part of it that's hard. That's it. Because Wario World normally is not a hard game. It's still a great, fantastic game, and should be played and loved by everyone, but unfortunately is not. And it is a treasure in my heart and others as well, which is nice. It at least has a good enough following, and it's definitely absolutely 100% speedrunnable. Like, I feel like this game may have been made for that purpose. I don't know, but it feels like mechanically it just works so well, and just such a solid mechanically built game that I think that you could do a lot of crap with it. But yeah, another thing is, like, when it came to my difficulty rankings, I gave BioShock 1 a 6 out of 10 for Survivor No Beta Chamber. It's like, so I figured, like, it's too late at that point. Those videos are already uploaded way ago. Like, I gave it a 6 out of 10. That was like my first difficulty rating. And then after that, I stopped doing difficulty ratings. Then I came back with it with Lollipop, fixed them all up. So check out the playlists if you're wondering where the difficulties are at. If you want to look at them in text, that's where they're at. Check out the playlist, the About section, basically, of the playlist, and you'll see them there. So those were updated. Not for the Pikmin, though, because I don't exactly know how hard they would be considered, and if anything, maybe I just leave them as is. I can ask, David about that at some point, what he thinks about them, and get them updated, maybe, who knows. But yeah, so, I just realized we're at the end of this, and everybody's been probably skimming through and like, where is it? When's it going to talk about the thing? And it's like, okay, I can finally talk about the thing. What are the next guides that are coming out in about a couple of weeks, when I get off my hiatus and do other things during that time? The first one that I'm coming back to is hopefully a much more edited guide of South Park, The Stick of Truth. So yeah, I think I'll be playing Thief for that one, I think. Because Wario just seems kind of boring, and Thief just seems like it'd be a lot of fun to play. So that'll be South Park, The Stick of Truth, Hardcore. I think I'm going to do maybe like no healing or no reviving type situation. I'm going to try to add something else in there too, along with it being hardcore. So like Nobody Left Behind maybe, but you'd have to revive for that if things go wrong. But I'd like to have like a little bit of a more in-depth guide for it. So I'd like to, talk in depth about the buddies and using a spec system for enemies and stuff, and just, I don't know, it seems like it'd be a fun time. So it might just be just hardcore mode and not just anything special with it. I'm not sure yet, but we'll figure that when we get there. And then the other guide I would like to do is actually not even named. Both of these weren't named on my About Me section, because that's usually where I keep my, up to list things of what I would like to do or doing now. So yeah, it'd be DMC4, Dante Must Die mode. That's something else I want to get back into. I beat it once on DMD mode, and that was years ago. And I feel kind of good and probably ready just to try it again and see if I can do it again. And I'm sure I'll probably be able to do it. But that's what's kind of planned. Things can change. Things can happen. The story. So yeah, to save you guys the trouble for having to watch this so long. But yeah, I mean, if you liked it, great, of course. But I think I've been going on for too long, and I think it's about time we ended the video, right? So anyway, I hope to see you guys in my next guide. I'm going to be taking a couple-week hiatus, like 2 to 4 weeks hiatus. So that's the plan. I got other stuff I want to do in the meantime. So, as always, take care, everybody.